All right, first and foremost, going to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadas. Double honors going out to the venerable apostles, the great millstone, and the elders who rule and teach Yasharallah well. Salutation you, Akim, out there laboring on the four winds, doing his works and sincerely and truthfully. On down to all those among Yasharallah who believed our report, the men, women, and children, believers, the friends and helps of the prophets. All right, they too are going to be delivered out of this coming destruction. And this is basically just going to be a pretty much a it's just an impromptu. Headed back to the hacienda, and I was listening to the brother Shakam, who's part of our camp up in Greenville, MenofValor SC Upstate. Got diligent brothers up there, man. And I was listening to him a little while ago. He did a video going in on this I can't remember if it was a stadium, not a stadium, but maybe it was an arena in Dallas where they're going to be housing so-called migrant children, which is Israelites. When they say migrant children, they're talking about, you know, you northern tribes, man. You know, that's what they call you, northern tribes. They call you migrants. And how that was one step closer to Jacob's trouble. And you know, pretty soon, and you know, he's going in on how, you know, pretty soon they're gonna be putting, you know, everyone who doesn't comply will be going into these so-called, you know, detention centers, what we call FEMA camps. You know, call them whatever you want. They're gonna lock your ass up. All right. And it's real dreary out here today. It's real bleak, rainy, cold. You know, kind of made me think of the dark winters. You know, the dark winter is not over yet, man. You know, it warmed up a little bit. Man, yesterday on the way to camp, it was 77 degrees, and now it's 40. I believe it's 46. You know, we in the middle part of South Carolina. You know, and basically in the capital city, you know, the Soda City, Columbia. And, you know, it's winter time. Winter came back today, man. Anyway, the devil's coming for you tribes, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And you Israelite foreigners are going to get pinched too, man. You know, those of you who are mingled among the heathen, being like unto a speckled bird, man. I believe that's Jeremiah 12:9. And here it is unto me as a speckled bird. That's what, I believe that's Jeremiah 12:9. Anyway, yeah, man, we inching closer, man. They was talking about, the article he was referencing was talking about 3,000, you know, so-called migrant children being housed in this arena or convention center, whatever it was, in Dallas. And you know, what do you think they build all these big arenas for? You know, at the end of the day, you don't think the government is going to take over and commandeer these large? I mean, they can use these things as processing centers. You know, and they can use them as prisons, man. They can lock your ass up in these stadiums. You know. So, you know, we in the month of March, in the middle of the month of March, 2 weeks out from the sock. You know, and some, you know, there's an eeriness. You know, we was talking about it at camp last night. You can feel something about the pop, man. You can just sense it, man. You know what? Us as the hopeful elect, you know, we've got our spiritual ears and eyes wide open, man. And we can sense it that you know, something's coming, man. You know, these elites, these Jewish international bankers, they like to do things in the month of March, in April, month of March, you know, March being named after the Roman god of war. They like to set off false flags and, you know, offer up blood and fire sacrifices during this time of year. So we're expecting that, man. got to do something quick, because the whole C-19 narrative is losing steam. They basically, they keep talking about new variants and new strains, but it's losing steam with a lot of people. So they might have to resort to something else, man. You know, false flag, like some kind of so-called terrorist attack to get this to get their, you know, agenda moving, you know, full steam ahead. You know, they got Operation Warp Speed, man, where, you know, Biden came out and said, you know, about May 1st, he wants every American, you know, to have had the opportunity to take that jab, man. Well, May 1st is a very significant date, you know, May Day. It's lucky I can't really quote scriptures right now. I don't have I can't get to my sword right now. But you know, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We understand that he has very sinister plans, to say the least, for Jacob, man. And we understand that, you know, as far as time is concerned, that he don't got much left, man. You know, he ain't got much time left to pull this thing off. Now's the time where, you know, all of us need to be, you know, we should have been in this spirit anyway, but, you know, now more than ever, to be super vigilant, man, to be on guard, you know, to just to be, you know, that those spidey senses, you know, they tingling right now. What is it, 1 Peter 5:8? The devil walketh about, you know, loosely paraphrasing, seeking whom he may devour. Be sober, be vigilant. It's like it. Be sober, be vigilant, for your adversary, the devil, roameth about as a lion, seeking whom he may devour. I butchered it, but you get the point. You know, the adversary, the accuser of the brethren, is on the prowl, man. Now you got this clown vocab Malone coming back out of the shadows and engaging again. So, you know, he's up to something. So there's just a lot, you know, there's a lot to be mindful of right now, man. There's a lot to be mindful of. You know, really in a time where, again, we need to be super vigilant. You know, and I know, brothers, you know, I know we all have our different situations, and we all, you know, all of us, you know, have stumbled here and there in this faith. You know, the scripture says a just man falleth 7 times. You know, but you know, from here on out, man, you know, again, vigilance and sobriety, man, being sober in the spirit, being sober in the spirit, being vigilant, you know, is of the utmost importance, man. I was reading in the group chat a little while ago. You know, one of the brothers was saying, you know, they might not do another lockdown. It might just be time for, all right, you just got to get the jab. And if you don't get the jab, you're locked out. I saw a sign in California. I don't know what city. The particular picture, I don't know what city in California the picture was taken in, but basically the sign says you got to show your first and second, your proof of 2 jabs before you can go in the restaurant, man. So them C-19 passports is coming to Babylon the Great, man. All part of the day of the Lord, man. All part of this trouble Jacob's getting ready to go through. But you got camps out here talking about there ain't gonna be no damn Jacob's trouble. Now, yeah, Jacob's always been in straits over here, but this is about to be an unprecedented time, pursuant to Daniel's 12:1. An unprecedented time of trouble is about to befall you Israelites, man. And if you don't want to hearken to the Lord, which right now, you know, the ones who are speaking for the Lord, you know, are the prophets Yahweh Shem Yahshua, beginning with the elder apostles of the great millstone on down. You want to hearken to the prophets, and you're going to get stuck, man. Literally and figuratively, you know. You're going to be stuck out here without a hedge, man, without protection, you know. You're going to need supernatural protection in the days and weeks and months ahead, man. You know, you're going to need supernatural protection, you know. And the Lord is going to provide that, man. He's going to provide that level of protection to his elect saints, man. The men who have been plowing the fields, man. You know, the men who have been faithful to the call, you know, because we've all been called. We don't know if we've been chosen, but we know we've been called to go out on the highways and hedges. The Lord is going to endow his men with power during this time, man. When Esau comes in as a flood, you know, to surround you, Jakes, man, and to round you up, you know, the Lord's gonna have certain men who are, you know, that standard is gonna be lifted up, man. That standard fixing to be lifted up, man. That standard is going to be lifted up, and you know there's going to be a whole lot of miraculous things, you know, taking place in this earth, man. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to get all the glory for that, you know. Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to get the glory, you know. Not you know, men of the Lord ain't fishing to boast in anything other than they know and understand the Lord, man. You know, Jeremiah 9:23 and 24 goes into that. Our boast is in the fact that we understand and know the Lord, man. That's what our boast is in. That's what we boast in, that we understand and know the scriptures, that we understand and know Yahweh Shem Yahshua, the powers of this universe, the real superpowers of this universe, the only true superpowers of this universe. That's what we boast in, man. So if a brother gets, you know, when the men in your camp gets lit, you know, gets that power, man, it's gonna be all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know. Again, this is just I didn't have anything planned per se, but just kind of some things I was thinking about on the way back to my side of town, you know. So I don't even know what I'm going to title it. Just some thoughts, you know, spiritual talk. But yeah, man, hey, you know, stay vigilant, stay sober. You know, stay on your spiritual watchtower. Alright, stay locked in. Something's about to go down, man. You know, and if you're watching this and you haven't repented already and you're one of the Lord's people, and this is resonating in your spirit, what's being said is making a difference in your life right now, then you need to call on the name of the Lord, man, and ask him to save you. You know, you need to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. You know, put down your idols, whatever they may be. Whether it's Christianity or Islam or whatever, man. Whatever ideology or philosophy or religion you're in, you need to drop it immediately. ASAP. And come back to the Lord, man. Start being edified and built up. Because, you know, we're at a point now where they're steadily taking down videos. They're steadily taking down pages. You know, they're messing with brothers' live feeds. They're messing, you know. They messing, you know, they just, we're at the famine hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshua has to be fulfilled soon. So do it now, man. You know, King David said he was going to take the cup of salvation and call on the name of the Lord, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And he said, now is the day, man. Now is the acceptable time. Lock it. Now is the acceptable time. Anyways, with that, I want to say shalom.